Hello everyone, welcome to this session on Know Your Industry for children, young people and families. In this session we'll just be covering your sector, the key skills you'll need to be successful within this chosen career pathway as well. The learning objectives, we're going to identify the key skills you can develop whilst on placement and also looking at understanding your sector and the placement opportunities available for you. Just some key information before we move on. Your placement dates are from the 17th of April till the 19th of May, unless you're doing your flexible placement, which you could potentially be 1 or 2 days a week, and with that you could start as soon as possible really, once all the paperwork's confirmed. Your placement deadlines, your latest start for flexi placements is the 27th of February, and the block placement details need to be submitted for the 3rd of March. If you have any questions or you need something finding out, you can email us at placements@Leeds Trinity. Our placement office is in AG12 as well. 5 things you need to know. So we're thinking about what you want to do, looking at the key skills within your sector, accessing prospects.ac.uk and researching your sector and companies. And of course, you've got to attend all your placement lectures and sessions delivered by Careers+Placements. All of these are uploaded on Moodle, so you can access them and tick off your pathways as you go along. Prospects.ac.uk is a really good website. There's a QR code there, or you can follow that link to get on there. On this site, you've got everything from career planning to looking at job options within your degree course. You can look at interview tips and of course help with your CV and covering letter. There's a lot of things on there. I do recommend everyone should have a go and at least look at it at least once, just to get an idea of what's on there. You've got things such as your job options, so you can scroll down and for each job option it'll tell you a description about that job role and a bit about how you can get into that career, how you could get that job role and where you can progress onto from there. Definitely worth going on there. Skills. So the key purpose of your placement is to build upon the skills that you need to secure a role in your chosen field once you graduate. We're looking at picking up transferable skills, and again these are important because they make you more employable. Doing a lot of things outside your degree course, whether that's volunteering, placement, part-time job, hobbies and interests, any sort of things that you've got going on around your degree course, they all add to your employability. They make you look more employable to potential placement providers as well as employers who want to take you on for a job. So whilst on placement, the skills which you learn are key as they'll help you build your CV and improve your employability skills. Some key skills for CYPF: you've got your general sector interest and awareness. There's a whole range of different areas for CYPF depending on where you want to work, which organisations, what type of sector area, and all those listed below are all key and transferable. You might have already picked up a lot of these skills that you're doing fantastic in from different roles or different things you've been doing, and all those are really good to have on your CV. Skills you could develop on placement. So we're looking at interpersonal skills, communication, sector awareness. Once you're working within a certain industry or for a certain organisation, you're going to pick up a lot of things about how that sector area works, and that could potentially help your decision in deciding if you want to follow a career path in that organisation or that sector or not. It might steer you towards one or the other. Working as part of a team and working on projects to tight deadlines, organisation, forward planning, problem solving, written English and IT skills. There could be certain things that you could pick up within that placement. For example, your IT skills, you could pick up how to use different software, CRM systems, just to give an example of some. Hard skills versus soft skills. So your hard skills, these are classed as technical skills that are job specific, skills that you perform with repeatable precision. Examples of these could be anything from quantitative and qualitative data analysis, ability to apply specific knowledge such as childcare law, understanding people's reactions and multi-agency working, etc. Just a few examples of the types of hard skills you might be picking up. Soft skills, these are generic, sort of general characteristics and traits. For example, things like time management, professionalism, communication. Whilst on your placement, it's pretty important to pick up as many hard skills as possible. Thinking outside the box, so you've got an idea of the type of skills you need to develop on your placement. It's likely that placement opportunities will not be exactly the role that you're looking for. So it's important to make use of any opportunity you get and to develop the best you can within that. So for example, if you're working as, or if you want to work as a family support worker, it's quite unlikely you'll get a placement within that field. But what you could consider is working within a school's pastoral department where you'll be developing your CYPF knowledge as you're working with children and young people. This will be excellent experience and look great on your CV. So think that the type of organisation you're going to is not the most important thing, but it's what you do there and the types of skills that you pick up there that are most important. Placement options. So before you start applying for a placement, you need to decide what you want to do for your placement. So think about what, where, why, and who. A little pie chart here that helps you plan your own placement really. So if you ask yourself what, it's more about what do you want to do. Consider all the different areas. You could have families, children, youth work, mental health, all of these different sorts of areas you could potentially be doing a placement in. Which one do you really want to go for? That's what you need to ask yourself. Where do you want to do it? Do you want to do it local in Leeds, or do you want to do it if you live outside of Leeds and you commute, do you want to do it somewhere locally there? I mean, if you stay in accommodation throughout the academic year and then you're home for the summer, or you're home for the block placement period, you might want to consider maybe doing something back locally to where you live. These are things you need to be thinking about if you drive or if you use public transport. It might not be the best idea to apply for a placement if it's going to take you hours to get there every day. That will not keep you motivated at all, so just think about that. Why do you want to work in that area? So do you want to gain more understanding, experience, or insight into a particular role? Do you want to see if it's right for you or not to develop a career within there? And who do you want to work with? Do you want to be in a small or large organization, private or public sector? Health and safety. These forms will be sent out to you and the employers that you'll be going to do your placement with as well. There'll be a lot of questions on there. It's important to fill it in as accurately as possible. And this is provided once you submit your placement details and e-vision. So you won't be able to start your placement till this is done, but before all of that you must submit all the details and e-vision. Them details will come to us, the team will double check everything, and of course I'll send these health and safety forms out. Typical roles related to CYPF. So roles directly linked to a degree within CYPF, they're listed on the left, and on the right, roles where a degree would be useful but it's not essential. I'm pretty sure most of you will find that a lot of these relate to the types of careers you want to go into. Placement ideas. So if we start having to think about potential placement options and types of organisations to contact, we've got some examples such as schools, charities, housing associations, the council, and mental health groups. There are many more, and again, like we said, it's about being creative, thinking about where you can pick up a lot of skills. What next? So review the resources available to you on Moodle, attend all your placement lectures, placement advice sessions, workshops, and events. Research your sector, think about the different job roles within it. Visit prospects.ac.uk. Dig out your CV and update it, attend a CV workshop and use the template provided on Moodle. The CV workshops are run every Wednesday and Thursday between 1 and 2 p.m. in LC or 18. You can book onto them using the event calendar on My Career. Start researching and contacting organisations. It's important to do this as soon as, don't leave it till just before the deadline. Keep in touch with your personal tutor and placement advisor, and look at the placements on My Career and start applying. If you need help with applying, then get in touch with us and we can help you with that. Useful links, so we've got the Moodle page link here for placements and placement allowance form. If you're unable to scan the QR code, then once this presentation is uploaded, you can click the links and get access through them.